Oh, honey, what you doing over there?
I thought the Smurfs was playing on the TV or something. Hey everybody, welcome back. I don't know if y'all tuned in last week. If you didn't, shame on you. But if you did, you seen that we got this thing drug out of the big brown building and we did some transmission work, got it moving. Well, the plan was last week to get it moving and take it around the block, put brakes on it and everything else. We just run plumb out of time. So
We did the right thing and...
we did the right thing. We just left her right here on the lift and we continued on this week because I've waited long enough. It's time to take this thing around the block. Unfortunately...
Wait, you don't want to drive it unsafe anymore?
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, hey, we buzzed this thing around the parking lot and it's like the whole way turned as far as it'll go and it's just barely making it between the fences and the cars. And
Hey, that wheel hung in there though. I'll tell you that. That wheel hung in there though. It didn't come off like I thought.
Yeah, she was hanging in there for dear life, but it's still on there. Any hoots, we've got some brakes to put on it. We've got a cool set of wheels to put on it. And we've got to button up some thises and that's and theses and thems. Because this thing, unfortunately, has to be put on Marketplace and pawned off.
Pawned off on someone else's misery. No, it's a great car.
It's turned into a good car. It's just, the ends just ain't meeting here. So, yeah, we've got to make moves. You know, we got to do what we got to do. To get started, we like robbing Peter, you know, and we don't always pay Paul, but, you know. So Peter donated us, by Peter I mean the 70 Dart outside, the small block green Dart, a really nice one, you know. Donated the front brakes off of it because these front brakes are mismatched and there's pieces missing, and so we're just going to start with a whole kit and caboodle, spindle and all.
How generous.
Yep, we're going to just throw them right on here, brake hoses and everything. And
give them an IOU for next time, huh?
Give them an IOU. I mean, it ain't that bad though. I mean, because that car's getting upgraded to Kelsey Hayes 4-piston disc brakes anyway, eventually. But
well, just show off then.
And they would have just been thrown in the scrap pile. You know, why not put them on there, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get that done because we're almost through like day 3 of or 5 days of filming. So 6 days. 6. Yeah. All right, then. Shoot.
Dang on. Did that cooperate or did you break it?
That's what I mean by fast. I mean not, I ain't taking no for an answer. That's what I mean. You know? Yeah, we've got some mismatched brakes on the front of this thing. It's just how we got it, guys. There's 2 different drums on it, and I think the spindles might be different and whatnot. So we wasn't playing around. We went out to we went out to the car that we cannibalized for everything.
It's easy for him to say.
So we're just going to
all for saving $1.
Yeah, well. Speaking of saving bucks, anybody else get their power bill this month and it was like double? We got 2 power bills. One of them's commercial and they're both double what they were last month. How does that happen?
It was lovely. We never changed a daggone thing except for unplug a freezer that we don't use.
Ding dang thing. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh hey, I forgot to mention. You probably hear the rain beating on the roof. Yeah, we tried to avoid that, but like we stood here all day waiting for it to quit and it won't. So we got to keep rolling. We're going to try to edit all that sound out. Hopefully you guys can't hear it when we're done. But apologies if you do. What's your grill, Mama? What's your grill?
That was easy enough.
Yes, ma'am. See me coming with that hammer. All I knew was to get out the way.
Mm-hmm. That helps when you're on it, huh?
Oh, yeah. This is easy. This baby here is going to hit the ground hard. All right, stand back. Run for your life. Oh.
God. Lord have mercy.
Well, someone threw an attitude.
Let me hear you tell that thing no. Oh, man.
That don't look that bad.
That was easy.
Now you're gonna save it for something else, right?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Yeah, for a scrap guy. We took all the brakes off of this thing to get it moving.
Yeah.
So there's like no hardware, nothing in them. Most of the studs are rotted to where you can't get a nut on them. Stuff's in bad shape. Somebody used it too much when it was new, so I'm getting at. Yep.
Someone even painted them.
Uh-huh.
That's refreshing.
Somebody was all over it, but here's the replacements.
Studs are all nice and everything.
Studs are nice.
Spoiled.
Spoiler alert. The driver's side has left-handed lugs, and I've got to change them, and I don't know if I can. I don't think I have the lugs.
What?
The studs, and the wheels I'm putting on have a certain lug, and well, I got to change them to put the wheels on there. So,
Great.
yep, another snag in the process. Don't work with me, work against me, please.
Oh, now.
I like it when it's miserable.
You make that look so easy, honey.
See what we can do, Mama? That's easy.
2 heads are better than 1.
That's properly torqued.
Uh-huh. I can see it from here. Oh! Are you being lazy? Is that your job today?
A tryout, fella. All right. Well, that work done.
That looks fancy.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that, Mama. That's a direct fit. Oh. Oh, yeah. This is always a treat. Okay, here we go. Nope. Hit me in the face. I don't know. I guess whoever made this fine thread nut here thought I just had all day to stand here and twist on it. I ain't got no mercy. They're about guys like us.
Just give her the beans. Keep it twerking. Keep it twerking.
Coming up on it. Oh, yeah.
You might have to give that to Dan, the man rattle can special thingy, honey. Go get a can and spray her on real quick
On what, Mama?
without cleaning it.
This wheel?
The drum.
Oh, yeah.
It don't match the car.
Nah. It's way too nice for this thing.
You know you want to hum it.
I could almost jump right off the roof right now, but we're having it stuck in my head. I don't know why. It's got to.
It's the best little ditty ever.
Well, it's got to be in my head right
Kids
now.
will love you.
Fixed your wagon, didn't I, mister? Sure did.
Why does that look so stupid? It's like you flattened it out or something.
Well,
Wow.
can't all be important looking, honey.
Needs some juice up in that. That should be giving it bling bling.
Yeah. Here we go with this. Shoot. We got one side done, Mama. We have to make a brake line for this side.
Oh, that's your favorite.
Yep, gas line's hanging out there by the header. Probably might want to address that eventually.
If we get rid of it.
If we can just put another end on that, if I got to replace the whole thing. I mean, it comes, it's right there, you know?
Sounds pricey.
It's right there. All right, we'll figure that out later. I got more important stuff to do.
What are you doing? You're just searching for a new problem.
Well, a little bit of looseness there. We're going to eliminate it all anyway. What do I care?
Oh, that sounds like a...
Yep,
Did I listen to you?
sure did. Ooh. Yep, a little tight in here. All right, yeah. Can you note the difference between this one and the one on the other side?
Yeah, this looks like it should be baking a cake on the inside.
It's a little different.
A little bit.
Little not the same. So.
That was easy enough.
Well, I guess when I put that tie rod end on, I guess I just used my fingers to tighten it up. And I didn't even try at that, you know, it was on there. All right. Oh, that's not even tight either. We're gonna have to get this brake line on up out of here. Like that.
My hero. I literally got a drop on my head. Like, seriously. Exactly.
Wow.
You'll be maintenance man here soon. Ding.
Put it on the list, I guess. Yep.
That wasn't too bad.
Ooh. This is easy, honey. Get rid of the old swivel wrench attack. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Top real high like that.
Oh, don't forget to move your foot. Precision.
Full round and find out, you know?
I don't think that's how it's said, but that's pretty cool.
Got all that work done.
Tipping.
Well, we got rid of option A and option 2, and we're going with letter C there. I didn't know they made so many small bolt pattern drum selections. Guess you learn something every day, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, let me get her jammed on there then.
Oh no, I have to have shiny gas lines and brake lines, honey. That looks awful.
Well, sorry we don't have the life of glitz and glamour here today, sweet mama. We are stuck with what we got. I think it worked though. Look at that. Oh, you know when the smokestack chimney's coming up out there, you know you got her. Oh, I feel hot stuff.
Make fun of it now.
Ooh, that's hot too. Guess it would have been, huh?
It's just like your food. You better learn to blow on it.
Uh-huh. Properly cross-thread this into place. Give me problems.
You're the problem solver, honey. Without you, we're nothing.
My shoulders hurt.
Would you just behave yourself? Just give me a drug. You see some action up there.
I think that's tight. I think I can consider that taunt.
Well, see? Told you, no sense changing that. It'll be worth just fine.
All right, brake conversion complete.
Bing.
Except for I got to make a line over on the other side.
What?
Yep,
Thought we were
I
safe.
got that. That's chopped off of there. I got to fix it.
Oh, dang it.
This line runs clear across the back of the engine, clear over and back to the other front wheel, to the proportioner valve. And man, I would sure like to skip making this line here if I could.
That sounds pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Just yank it off. Just tear it right there. Jeez.
I'm not trying to be kind here. I just need to get some work done. Oh, busted knuckle right on top of that there tie rod end. That feels good.
Daggone, it's like you got curly hair in the way or something.
Yeah, buddy, pigtail on that.
Now you see what us women go through when we got curlers in our hair.
Yeah, I see now.
Pain in the butt.
Now I understand.
Ugh.
Not your forte, huh?
I don't like to go cheap on that. It scares me. I like to do the right thing. And I mean this time, I'm not being sarcastic. You just never know who you're going to run into out there. You know what I mean?
No way this brake line is going to be long enough when I'm done, but just feel like wasting time, you know?
You're doing an extension?
Yeah, I guess we ain't using none of that. Look, that baby's indented pretty severely. Let's chop her back here, which will make it even more ridiculously impossible to get that on there. Ah!
What'd you do? You did it too hard, didn't you?
So glad I could flare it without putting the fitting on it first.
I didn't even catch that. I was too busy making fun of you.
Cut it 3 times, still too short. Rain, rain, go away. YouTubers can't hear what I say. Got this dagger sticking out. I'm trying to cut my hand off.
What was you growing tomatoes or something in there?
All right, let's see what Santa Claus brought us here. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Enjoy your brand new flare. Doesn't matter how it turned out because it's not long enough to get you there.
That thing's fat. Daggone.
Pleasantly plump, honey. Pleasantly plump. Oh yeah, do your best to crimp the line in half. So everything that you just did was for nothing. How do you like that, Mama?
That looks lovely.
Proud of me?
Mm-hmm. Always.
Okay. Now,
Even when it shouldn't be.
we need to go that little bit there. This doesn't look too bad. Go that little bit there and then we'll be good. We just about jerked every little wrinkle out of this line to make it fit. Now, if I strip it out, it's really going to make it a meaningful failure, you know? Gently, trying to be gentle. I don't think it's going to matter anyway. Go faster when you think you got it, but you really don't. I think we got it, honey. Shoot. We got it. That's all I got to say about that.
Complete.
Well, the front brake conversion is complete. We got new front brake lines. Now, we have to turn our attention to the back. We've got to make a brake line from front to back, and we've got to try to figure out some brakes because we have no brake hardware whatsoever for this thing. I do have a pair of brakes off of an 8 3/4 though, and I'm not sure if they'll fit this or not. It's the same bolt pattern, that's all I know. So probably
Where's that at?
Huh?
Where's that at?
Out in the Connex.
Oh.
Probably
Sure, it's like
3
for
feet
that.
underwater by now the way it's been raining, but we're going to pull these axles and see if we can get them rigged up on there.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So there it was. At one point when we first got this thing, I put right-handed lugs in this wheel because it had left-handers on it and I wanted cool wheels and cool lug nuts. So as luck would have it, the aftermarket is very, very poor at making stuff that fits. So I put the lugs on it, and when I went to take the wheel back off, all the lugs just stripped in the axle. So they're all turning and whatnot, okay? If you watched last video, this wheel's just a wobbling and a flopping. The reason for that is I was trying to pry the wheel and get them turning to make them catch, you know the deal. And I wound up putting a welder in there and trying to weld the stud to the axle. And anyhow, I got a screwdriver broke off in there. So I can't get the wheel off, long story short. So what I'm going to have to do, I think, is tear this pan off, pull the pin out, pull the axle out, and try to do something with it that way. Maybe weld the backside of the stud to the axle and then, wind them out.
That sounds awful.
Yep, lots of unnecessary work, thanks to superior parts. Story of my life.
Yeah, it stinks already.
Yeah, you smell that?
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Oh, you're talking about the rear end. Beans, wonderful fruit. The more you eat. Any stink bugs in here, you think?
There stinks already, so it ain't gonna matter.
Lucky looky.
Oh, this is the worst smelling stuff ever. Well, I guess it is in the rear end, so. Okay. Ew.
I'm going with original grease in this rear end right here. That's what I'm going with. I'm calling it. Too bad you ain't got smell-o-vision, guys. That's it's pretty brutal. Wasn't a whole lot in there, it don't look like, huh, honey?
What? What do you want? Huh? How am I supposed to know if you don't tell me? You're just being mouthy now.
She's making fun of me right now. That's what she's doing. Let me tell you what I did. All right? I'm like most other Mopar guys. You take these little rear ends and you just throw them away. You don't work on them, So I was thinking that this rear end had C-clips in it. It don't. So which is bad in like two different ways. One way, I took that pan off and I didn't have to. Now I got to make a gasket and I didn't have to take that off at all. But B, I'm not going to be able to pull that axle out without getting that wheel off. Now I'm stuck back in the dilemma of how am I going to get that wheel off of there?
Well, you got yourself in a pickle.
I've got pickles. I've got a whole 55-gallon drum of pickles here that I'm looking at right now.
Well, you gonna try it?
I'm about to face bitter truth. I don't know how many of these are stripped out, but it's more than one, I'm sure. Ooh, got one. Shoot. We got two.
Oh, thank God. Wow.
What's a guy like me supposed to do in a situation like this, honey?
I'd probably shut the camera off and call somebody else to do it. Did you come up with something fancy to fix that thing?
Got three of them stripped out, naturally. The whole thing's a turning, and they're turning so bad that the lugs are just flopping around in there. There's nothing for them to get a hold of.
Aw.
My theory is if we put a big enough bind on them, maybe they'll take a bite. I don't think any of these are cross-threaded. They just want to be stubborn. So I'm just going to keep smacking stuff in there and try to make it tight. Probably destroy the wheel, and I could have just broke the wheel to begin with. So
At least you're trying.
that's what we're trying, you know. Hey, that thing's got a good bite on it. It's still not coming up. Maybe they are cross-threaded. I don't know.
Denied.
I mean, this thing's struggling.
You're gonna tear that rim. Oh my gosh, you got the hammer almost all the way in there. There's no way you didn't tear that rim off.
How am I going to get that hammer out if we can't get these lugs off? Oh, honey, what's let me do that? Nothing doing. I got another plan. What if I take the claw and I go down on the lug like this? You know?
Like in between a nail?
Yeah, maybe it'll
Give it more tension?
think better of what it's doing.
Woo!
Thing is, I ain't gonna be able to get a socket on there now.
You're ruining that rim.
I didn't think about that spot. What do I do now? Crap. Ooh, I broke the hammer.
What?
Oh, that's
What'd
gonna
you
be
do that for?
stuck in there now.
That's the tire laughing at you, honey, not me.
I know you're laughing at me, but it still hurts my feelings.
It's not me, it's the tire.
Okay. I got feelings, you know.
Knock it off! Leave him alone. Go, baby, go!
Say hello to my little friend.
I don't think that's how Scarface did.
That did nothing. Nothing.
Baby, you're still keeping that, right? You're gonna weld that back on. It might still work. Well, you know all mechanics have to go through this, so sometime in their life, someone's got to come up with something that works.
Yeah, you know what they do? They call somebody to come get it.
I knew I was smart. Yes!
You know who they call? Me.
You.
Me. Hey, idiot that has like no brains in your head. Come and just take care of my mess so I don't have to, okay? Okay.
That's why they call you Dan the Man, baby. Do it all.
I don't want to be bothered with it. You do it.
crowd goes wild.
Daggone.
Good job, honey.
Why? All right, well, let me smite those the rest of the way off of there.
Show who's boss.
That's right. That's what I did. Look at that mess. What happened there? Wow.
Oh.
I'm seeing catastrophic failure in there. Yeah, look at that. Them things just fall right out, you know. Never mind, it's supposed to stay in there.
Wow. Well, that was only 11 hours, honey.
What time is it? Is it time to go home, please?
Almost.
Say it. Man.
It's 9:30.
Close enough. Let's get out of here.
Go find Daddy. Ah! Say it's snowing. Is it coming down? Oh, you can't really see it. Ah. Well, I can see it on you. That ain't lies. Where's Daddy at? You don't like the snow. Did you find him? Of course you did. So soaking wet.
Get some on you, did you, sweet mama?
A little bit.
Let's put her down, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm 3 layers and still feel it.
Oh, man. We have to fire up some heat for old, the one with no clothes on there. Hey, down here on a positive note, we got that wheel off that's been plaguing me for like a year, you know. I ain't worked on this car mostly because of that wheel. So we got that off yesterday. So today I guess we'll throw the axles back in it. We got some brakes off an 8 3/4. We're going to try to slide on there. Hopefully they work. And pump some brakes into it. We're going to look into the driver's door. The door latch don't work from the outside. A clip fell off. So we need to get that on there so we can pound the door panel on it so we can call the interior complete finally. And I think we need to find some hood latches. Or did I say that? Did I say that? Or was I thinking it?
I don't think so.
Anyhow, there's no hood latch on the hood. I don't want that flying up. And I don't know, that's about all we can do really. It's all we got for it.
Are you doing exhaust work or anything?
Well,
need any of that?
I've got like 2 pieces of exhaust. I need like 12. So
Your life story, honey.
Yep, and new exhaust, well, just ain't in the budget. And just like that, the walls come tumbling down. 8 3/4 real brakes will not bolt on a 7 1/4 or whatever this little thing is. I was kind of thinking they would, but they wouldn't. I'll tell you why I thought they would, because like you can put an 8 3/4 in like a D or W150 from, you know, first gen stuff, and the bolt right on there, you know. That must have been what I had in my head. The bolt pattern's totally different here. So like on the D and W series, the trucks, it's a 4 bolt versus a 5. You just have an extra hole in the bottom, you know. So I had planned on maybe just you know, just figuring out the bolt pattern and just re-drilling this, and you know, business as usual. But what we run into then was the whatever you call this, the distance from here to here is way less on this than an 8 3/4. So when I plug this in, the axle's rubbing this, and would be hitting that probably if this wasn't there. So the axle doesn't stick out far enough. So if I did get the bolt pattern right, then the axle depth is not enough. Therefore, the drum wouldn't go the whole way. It ain't going to work no matter what I do.
It sounds like a mess.
No matter how bad I want it to work, it ain't going to. So, back on with the itty bitty brakes that I have got no hardware for and have no time to get. So, and they ain't in the budget neither. This day just took a horrible turn. Did it not, sweet mama?
It's snowing.
It's snowing? Yeah. I think we're going to have to cruise this thing around on front brakes only.
Oh.
Yeah, for now. I mean, I don't know. This thing's it's like going on Marketplace, you know. I'd like to have been able to have 4 brakes and full exhaust, and we're just going to have to take a hit, you know. We'll have to give it away for like $75 or something for the whole car. I don't know what else to do.
Now you have the thing blowing up.
Yeah.
People thinking that.
All right, well, let me throw this pan back on it and jam the axles back in it with the backing plates and the drums with no pads. There's no shoes or springs in it.
Yay.
Yeah, well, the secret here is to, when the grease is just rolling out the back, you just gotta wipe it off, and you gotta be quick about it, you know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna quit running. So you just wipe that off there and you just jam her up in there, you know?
Well, most rear ends aren't supposed to have the drips.
That's how we do her. Yeah, you want to get that drip taken care of. I'll tell you that right now. We'll throw this on there and we'll commence doing a little bit of other work we got to do. Give this thing some time to set up. Not that we care if it sets up or not before we jam any oil in it. Just saying. That's what most folks would do.
I think we only put the oil in it because we're afraid to forget.
We don't have any used oil. Now what are we going to do?
Is that the proper spec?
That is proper all the way around.
You're going to have your own little spec book.
Got the proper squish coming out. Mostly squish going in. But if you can't see it, then it's fine.
Quite the collection of the gemstones you got there.
How big's that pile of debacles we got now, sweet mama? I just got us another one. Yep, the lugs we cut off, the studs. Well, I thought, well, I got some new ones. I'll just pound them in there, you know. Here they're for front wheels or something. They don't even come close to fitting.
All right, I stopped counting after 4.
Yep. So what I did was I went out in the shed and got the axles that them 8 3/4 brakes came off of. And I'm going to have to pound some used studs out of them 8 3/4 axles. Oh, my knuckle. Lucky, mama. We really put the smack down on that axle trying to get them studs out.
Almost looks like we reamed it all the way through.
I did a ream job on her.
Gone.
Well, we're going to pound the other ones in, and I'm going to take the welder and I'm going to tack them so it never happens again. You know? Will it fit, Tater Chip?
Oh, you're going to give her the cranking beans over here? Oh, that was pretty easy, honey. Even though I thought putting the lug nut on the other side was easier.
That's how it's supposed to happen. You know, fit in there nice and tight. Beat it until you're about out of breath, and then it's in there. There we go. Last one, mama. Watching me left-handed threads, wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, yep. The lug nuts are hot, honey. Don't touch the lug nuts. Daggone. Why do I do that?
Might have to start fancying you some nice little gloves.
Yes, ma'am.
Those manly gloves.
Hey, it looks like somebody hit this thing with a hammer. Wonder who that was. You gotta start them with your fingers.
Figured I'd shed some light on this little subject there.
What is that smell of smoke? Could it be my flesh? Look at that nice wheel cylinder, honey.
Oh, it's got potential.
Yep. Might have smacked it with a hammer. I had total intentions of taking this rear end out and throwing it away. So I cared not what happened to it, you know. It was getting an 8 3/4. Therefore, I didn't have any of the brakes or anything ordered for it. So
Last minute decisions.
that's how the cookie crumbles around here, and it does crumble.
Oh, it looks like you're always doing the hard manual labor. It's supposed to be easier stuff for you to do.
Hard work's all over node, sweet mama. Just like that. Get her in there, sweet mama.
Lots of easy fix.
Baby, there's still to go. How does it? I got one nut. That'll hold it.
Way to button it up. Looks good. How are you doing?
Tie it properly.
Oh my.
Yep.
Is that called a hack job, honey? Is that what you're doing right now?
Well, we're hacks, so everything we do is a hack job, Mama.
That looks professional. We're working on something else, are we?
Mama, something else to kick my butt today.
Oh.
Don't have it any other way. That's all that I can say. We're going to take this back brake line off. This is the feed line for the back brakes. It's broken a couple places. I'm just going to take this fitting out, and I'm probably going to weld it shut and put it back in, so we can just have front brakes. Move it around here safely, at least, you know, if we can't really do much running on it.
Yeah.
We can weld them to the ground clamp. No shame in my game.
Okay.
Be sure to weld over the hex part of the fitting so that the wrench don't fit it anymore. Yeah? So you can get some big vice grips up in that wee little spot there to try to tighten it up.
Oh, yeah. That'll really make you want to go
That's
home.
my recommendation right there. You know? Yep.
Next chapter of your story?
Well, we're going to try to put some brake fluid in it and see how many leaks we got. How about these bolt-on master cylinder caps, guys? I kind of hate them, but I kind of love them because they're kind of retro, you know? But they are a pain in the buttocks. This is a brand new master cylinder we bought a while back and screwed on there. Never bled it or anything. So we get to struggle with it today. You got your bleeding knees on today, sweet mama? You're gonna be doing some pumping.
Sure do, baby.
All right then.
Oh, you and your Dorian on it. Look at that.
Been down that road before.
Absolutely. All the time.
I'm gonna take you up some.
Okay. Don't draw me.
All right, sweet mama, ready when you are.
Wow, that's a spongy mofo, I tell you that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's soft.
Hold it.
Don't feel like I'm holding anything.
Probably not. Probably should have bench bled it. All right, pump it slow. Oh, wait, nope, don't do that. Give me a second.
I'm only doing what I'm told.
Down. Ooh,
Are you getting some?
can you hear that?
Why does it sound like you got hit in the face?
Down. Ooh.
Ooh, you better not I miss it.
Oh, I've heard that sound so many times. Up. Down.
You talk about in the bathroom again.
Yeah, buddy.
You think we still have fluid in it?
Time to put wood in it?
Do you think we still have fluid in the master cylinder?
Oh, I'm going to check now. I just tightened it up.
Did you get squirted in the face yet?
I did not get squirted in the face. But the night is yet young. Hey, here's one for you.
What's that?
How about when you buy quality new replacement parts and like a 1/2-inch wrench won't fit a 1/2-inch bolt, you know?
You're coming across that a lot lately.
Yeah, why? Hold it. Ooh. She got the runs, mama.
Pepto.
I like how proportional valves just hanging there. That doesn't confront me. What kind of pedal you got?
I got a pretty good sized monster. It's pretty tight.
I think we got it, mama. Good enough, right?
Oh yeah, she's almost to the tippy top.
Good job in there.
Oh, thanks, honey.
You're a professional pedal pusher.
Tipping.
All right.
What you investigating now?
Well, I'm liking how that rubber gas line's right up against the header.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And it's pretty unacceptable, I would say. I think what we got to do is we're going to have to get that up out of there. And we're going to have to put a solid metal line in from probably back here, clear up to the pump. So we don't have any rubber there, just like blistering up and busting off on the header, you know. Main problem I got is what are we going to attach it to? It's just going to flop around in there. I ain't going to be able to put no clamps in there with motor and headers in there.
I know the zip tie too.
Well, you read my mind, sweet mama.
Very productive.
Yeah, I like this right in my armpit.
Shouldn't you got like a gallon to save that?
A gallon?
Wow. That's a lot of money on the floor right there, mister.
Huh. See what I can do, mama? Looky there.
He's a smart man, honey.
On it. Like a bum on a bologna sandwich. Come on now. Come on now.
Wow. That made me sad.
All right. Here's what we're replacing now.
It's like a hunk of junk.
Yeah, she's a little flopsy, floozy.
Better keep in case we need it for some other vehicle.
Oh yeah, it'll be getting used.
Oh, you're breaking out the good stuff.
I gotta. Safety hazard here. You know, I can't have joints around them there headers. No ma'am.
Maybe if you put it out the first time, she just sat there and started cooperating a little better.
She would have sat right down there, right beside me, and cooperated.
Nice.
By golly.
Wow, that's freaking small. Have you like a garment in there?
Needle. Oh, that's going up through the metal frame rail. I ain't no good. I better put her in this hole here, huh? Yep. Yep. Run her on up through here.
Does that work?
That's working so far. Oh, it's tight. It's real tight. I think I want to sneak it behind this brake line here, so maybe I can skip a clamp, you know? Most likely rip the brake line in half, make a leak, but you know what I'm getting coming. You know what I'm going for. Probably filling that line totally up with undercoat right now. Nice and tight now. Get her up on there, little doggy. This is easy, honey.
Some should go easy for ones for you.
I don't know how I'm going to get a clamp on it to hook it to the frame rail, but this part's easy. What should come out now?
Dang, it's going. Still a leaker.
Yep. Get a little more in there, you know. Yep.
Nice and tight. Pull that rubber through the seals. Those little cracks and crevices.
I'd say that's pretty good. How would you see that? This situation? How would you see this? What do you think?
I think it looks great, honey.
Okay.
I think you did a fabulous job. Let me see you doing it all professional.
I'm sure the whole thing's turning up underneath the carpet. You know, but
And down here it looks great.
looks good from here. Yep, it's tight enough.
Yep. You should get your one chance.
You gotta hold your tongue just right. Oh, no, it won't work. That's backwards.
Watch your battery be dead.
Oh, naturally. This is awesomeness. Something went right, sweet mama.
You got the last laugh on it.
It took all night. That one screw just changed my life. You know that? Daggone.
Wow, you're easy to please.
Man, I just stepped off the struggle bus. All right, well, we got the gas line on it. We got the brakes bled. The two brakes that are hooked up. Yeah, gas line, brakes bled. That's all we did all night. Got the axles in it. Now we got to throw some gear grease in that rear end, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's do that before we forget.
That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bubbles.
One down. 50 to go. Is that thing full? Sure, it can't be. I think it's full, Mama.
You did say she was a tiny rear end.
Full enough for this old hombre. Yes, ma'am. Got all that work done.
That's a bonus when they're little. Don't have much trouble.
Shoot. You gotta feed them when they're little, you know. All right. I guess I'll get in there and try to fiddle with that clip on that door. That clip's fell off like 5 times. That's why the door panel's off. You gotta hold your tongue just right. There's no way of seeing what you're doing. I predict more struggling, sweet mama.
Just a working machine, honey. For some investigation.
Hard work's all I ever knowed, mama. You know, I don't remember the deal here exactly. I know that there's a clip in there that keeps popping off. I think I'm going to take this door handle off of here, and I'm going to have a gawk at it through the door handle hole. I think that's my plan. I'd just like to have a Connersville finest Bud Murphy's pizza right now, slamming her down, huh? Oh, mama.
That would be delicious.
Okay. Well, what it is whatever hooks to that little ball there is not hooked to that little ball there. I think it'd be this thing here. That's what we're after, that thing. I thought I had it, but it feels awful loose. It felt tighter when it was off the car, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels like it's on there, but it doesn't feel like it's on there, you know?
So you get that clicking solid sound.
I think that's why I left that door panel off, because it didn't feel like it was on there right, but I think it is, though. I don't know. Hey, we're going to go with it. You know, first time I slam the door, it's going to fall off, but we'll go with it anyhow. Sweet mama. Last piece of interior, I think.
Well, that just looks easy.
That is easy. Look how dirty that thing is.
Yeah.
It's been waiting its turn for a long time.
Come on now.
I guess I got to get my face down there.
You're on a roll.
Got one fine thread and one coarse thread. Will they work? I don't know.
We want to be equal. 50-50.
The odd couple.
Stop talking about us.
All right.
I gotcha.
Look at that. It's dirty, but look at it anyhow.
No.
Interior completo, cuz.
She looks good.
Yes, ma'am. Back seat's up. Look at it back in there. Would you look at it? Are you showing everybody?
Yeah, she looks lovely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
All right, then.
Well,
I'm ready to go home and eat. It's been a long day. My nerves are shot. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there.
you need
nerves.
a foot rub, your cuticles cut,
I
and
need,
little hands. I know what you need.
yep, I need like
The man spa.
cup of tea with like 12 lumps in it.
I felt you, baby.
Can you believe that? I was only kidding. Oh, now the door panel's on it. Can you believe that?
That sucks. Maybe we should have touched it until we get back tomorrow.
Daggone it. See you in a minute. All right, here we go again. I've been fighting with this door handle since I had this car. A little bit of investigation here. I went and robbed another one of these here mechanisms off another door out in Connex. And it looks like the way this clip works is it slides over the back and it clips over the ball. This little bit clips over the ball. Well, it's looking to me like this clip is supposed to swallow this ball up, but the clippy-do part is landing in the middle of the ball instead of down over the edge, so it's easily slipping off of there. So we've got some OEM goodness here from the Connex, and I think it's going to fix our wagon. I do declare. Well, I think that door's giving me trouble for the last time. Speaking of time, we're about out of it. So I think we're going to have to get this thing buttoned up and take it around the block one time. And can't do that without no tires. Speaking of, look at the Splendor over here awaiting us, guys. The icing on the cake, the cream of the crop. That 14-inch small bolt pattern Krager SS's for A-body Mopars. Yep, we got a set. Skinnies in the front, deep dish in the back, white letter tires, of course. They don't hold air more than 5 minutes, but they look cool, and that's all we're really after. All right, well, if memory serves me right, which I don't have much of, thanks to exhaust fumes and carburetor cleaner, I think that there's a style or two of the small bolt pattern drums that do not jive with the small bolt Kragers. Sometimes you need a little spacer in there because they hang up on the design. You know, maybe it's cupped too deep or whatever. Sometimes maybe it'll hang up on that little counterweight. So we need to be sure, because you don't want to tighten up, whoopsie, they're crooked and it stick out, you know. It can come loose on you, worst case. So let's see how they fit.
Sure you can handle that little itty bitty baby thing?
I don't know. I can't think of nothing but the pride I feel of a small bolt Krager on this old Barracuda. It's like two dreams coming true at one time, you know. The finest, coolest looking wheel on an A-body, in my humble opinion.
Oh my.
Yes, ma'am.
Daggone. Look at the rims, you don't want to look at the rest of the car.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're not in the best shape, but they do suffice the rest of the vehicle, as you can see.
Yeah. All
right, well, there's the counterweight we talked about, and you can see it's up close and personal with that old Krager spoke right there. Mm-hmm. So I think I might take the grinder and make a little bit of clearance there. Will it wobble? Of course it will. It'll be off balance, but front end shot. So pick your poison, you know. I ain't scared.
Well,
maybe I'll shove a whisker down in there. I think we shaved off as minimal amount as possible. Boy, I tell you what, she's looking good. There's sense in waiting. I can see what the back looks like. Have a gawk at that sweet mama.
that changed the whole looks of her.
It does, it does. I feel old Betsy over here getting jealous.
I'd say.
It's okay, girl. You're still a six-pack queen over here.
Well, she won't get jealous whenever she feels that one's going out the door. At least you'll love her enough to keep her.
Yeah. I can hear her saying she wants her battery back before she goes. So, all right, well, I guess the next best feel-good moment is to get it on the ground and see what it looks like, huh?
Oh, yeah. What in the world is that? Is that your newest and finest upgrade?
I don't have a hood latch for it. I thought I did. I thought like an A-body Dart, 70 Dart is the same, but this is unique. I mean, this is the only one I ever had, so.
Putting the finest on her?
Yep, ratchet strap it is. All right, well, I don't know if it's what time it is, if it's getting dark because it's getting dark, or if it's going to rain, but I'm going to try to get this thing around the block one time. That baby runs good.
It sounded good.
I mean, it breaks up and whatnot when you try to rip on her, but I mean, it's got single points and it's got an old carburetor that was in a house fire or a car fire. It was in a fire. But it drove like really good. The brakes throw you through the windshield, you know, something's the matter with the front end. It needs brakes and it needs exhaust and it needs a hood latch. But man, this would make a really, really nice ratty muscle car for somebody, you know, daily driver even. What a good car. I don't give many of them compliments, but
It was surprising. I didn't think it was gonna make it around the block, honestly. It's the first time.
If you guys would have seen this thing, we pulled it out. Well, it looks the same with Craigers on it, but man, what a mess this thing was. I'm excited. Hey, did I come wash it?
Should have. I think we still got daylight.
Let's start.
Ooh, you're gonna bath.
Like brand new now. Man, what a machine that is.
It's really nice and clean.
Mm.
I actually like that color.
Yeah. Now look with a little bit of shine juice on it.
While you put the bling bling, you might as well do that too, huh?
Might as well. We just had to do it. Buddy Sammy, also a member of the channel, said, hey, here's some shine juice. You know, spread it on some of your junk. I just couldn't say no. So, just driving this thing, it ran so good and drove so good that I'm just so excited that I just can't get my hands off of it now. Whew. Using some Vice Grip Garage Shine Juice here. Stuff smells real good. Seems to cover pretty good.
It's got that old time unique smell, don't it?
Got old timey smell to it. I don't know what you call it.
Can't figure it out.
Yep. But smells pretty good. And I think it's gonna make a big difference on this old hunk of junk. How's that look, Mama?
Oh, it's pretty shiny. Looks like
shiny.
she's ready to go to California. Slicked up and all.
All right. All right, let me get some of this on. We'll check back with you. Well, guys, there you have it. 1967 Plymouth Barracuda, fastback, first time on the road since 1987.
Yep.
Shoot. It just feels like it just went off the road yesterday to me. I don't know. Hey, we put the shine juice on it, and it's got the Steve McQueen green underneath that I didn't know about.
Got the bling bling.
I'm just thoroughly impressed. Chevelle too. Chevelle just can't get enough of this thing. Kind of drove to me like a daily driver, you know, maybe a little bit of brakes, maybe a little bit of exhaust, and a couple of doodads here and there. And I think she would make somebody a good work car.
Heck yeah, it drove really nice.
I tell you what, it's about the same shape that I used to cruise around in this stuff in back in the day.
I was surprised. It feels like a new car.
Sweet mama. It's going to be a heartbreaker watching this thing going down the road, but
yeah, I really hope the Hillman sells first.
unfortunately, I think we got to let this one go, guys. You might see it on Marketplace if you're so inclined to look for it. Sad thing is we can't give it away, so got a lot of good buddies out there watching, but sorry, guys, she's going to have to go for a good number, or else it ain't going nowhere.
Heck no. Even a good home, either way.
But hey, we had our fun with it. It's time to move on to something else. And speaking of moving on, don't forget to move on out of this week without saying your thanks, because it is Thanksgiving week.
Heck yeah. Count all your blessings and be grateful.
Yeah, buddy. Don't forget. Special thanks to all you likers, sharers, subscribers, and members. We got a couple of them.
And if you wouldn't mind doing it again, we still appreciate it.
Shoot. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, we got to roll. See you guys next week.
Thanks for watching and happy holidays.